kind of based on, like Judge Roy Bean, he wasn't, it's not necessarily shady, it's just he took advantage of all the legalities that were, that happened during that time. So like, you could be right on the railroad and they couldn't, from the U.S. they couldn't, mess with you, and from the Mexico side they couldn't mess with you. So I read a few books on, little books on that, and it was funny how he worked the system. He wasn't beating it, so it was accurate.
I used to be a hunter like you boys. I decided there had to be an easier way to make a living. And I found one, and it's proven to be just as interesting.
When I developed him, I thought about this old manuscript that my mother gave me. It was actually from 1976. Somebody had given it. It's from our family, and it was actually one of my grandfathers. He was an actual cowboy. He lived out on the range. He moved cattle from the Panhandle all the way up to Missouri and back and forth. And then his brothers were actually a sheriff, and one of them actually owned the general store. So between that, I developed one where Ellis was working. He was working with his brothers, working at the general store, and one day this guy comes in, big burly guy, comes up on a horse. We got one guy slung over his, dead man slung over his horse. Walks right up, and Ellis walks out, and that man gets off the horse, and he's huge. He said, "Here, hold my horse." Holds his horse, walks in, sees his other brother, gets out, big bag of cash, drags the guy off, throws him off, and then he walks. He wanted to know more about this guy, so he met him at the saloon, went in there with him and just talked to this guy. He was really scared, but he talked to him, and the guy told him, all about it. It's not for the weary. I said, "Hey, if this is what you want to do, you just better be ready to, it's not for the weak." And that's what he did. I just put it all together, and it just worked out good.